Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, Tiger Tank 12. However you call me, I don't really care, and welcome back to World of Tanks. And finally, after 3 weeks, I am back. All of the videos I've created the last 3 weeks, all of them that I've released were pre-produced videos, so I didn't cover the black market, I didn't cover some of the sandbox changes, so there's a lot of things that I didn't really take a closer look into, and I'm glad to be back because we're just back at the perfect time for Steel Hunter on the one side and also the Battle Pass Season 4. This is going to be the topic today. We're going to be talking about Battle Pass Season 4, the rewards, what I think of it, and my basic kind of view on this Battle Pass system. Because there are some differences, some big changes here, and I think it's quite important to talk about them and to discuss this battle pass because it is quite different from the last 3 battle passes that we had. So I did buy the very first battle pass that did come out for World of Tanks, and I didn't really bother with the second or with the third one because mainly the things that you did receive in those battle passes were cosmetics and styles and maybe a bit of gold, some directives and stuff like that. Didn't really interest me as much. So this time around though, we have a lot more rewards and a lot more interesting rewards as well with vehicles, but we're going to get to that in just a second. So the very first thing that you'll notice is that there are 3 different vehicles, 3 tier 10s. That is the T110E3, the 121, and the Object 705A. These 3 tanks are going to be the special vehicles that are like, the special vehicle for the season, like the T110E4 was before. I mean the T110E5 was before, or the IS4 was before. So these tanks are going to be earning more points when you're playing them, and they also have very unique skins that you can actually unlock, or unique styles. And you can see right here you have the opportunity to select a level to see how these styles look after completing Battle Pass. So you have the opportunity to pick out one of these vehicles, select them, and then get the style for each stage if you do complete the missions that you have to do. So we have the 121 with the Object 705A, and we have the T110E3. And if we go to the next stage, you can see they add on some boxes, some wires, and on stage 3 we have, as always, some machine gun ports, even more boxes, and at stage 4 we get the camouflage as well. And to be fair, if we take a look at these different stages, this is 705A. It looks a bit ridiculous with this paint job, in my opinion. It looks even more ridiculous with everything on top of it, and there is like I don't even know, they are like harpoons to fire into an ice wall or something like that. And then in the end it actually looks quite cool with the paint job. I would much rather just have the paint job without all of these things, but it doesn't really matter. So this is the polar bear, and it has a historical reference, but I'm not going to be reading that. You can read that yourself if you're interested. This is going to be the icebreaker skin for the 121. In my opinion, it looks a bit better than the Object 705A, but also it's a bit over the top with all of these things all over the tank. Especially if you're engaging, and the lower plate is like so full with shit, you don't really know where to shoot anymore. I don't really like these kind of skins, not a big fan of these styles. Now the E3, one of my favorite tier 10 tank destroyers. It has wider tracks, obviously, since it's supposed to be somewhere in the snow, so having bigger tracks will allow you better traverse. And in the end, this tank actually looks the best out of them all, in my opinion. So I'm going to be taking the Welsh Blues for the T110E3. We're going to select this, and this is going to be our style that we want to get to the stage 4. So this time around we have several stages. The Season Pass still goes to level 150, but there are different chapters to it. So the very first chapter is 50 levels, as you can see right here, and there are tokens strewn in between these chapters. These tokens are something very special because they are the tokens that you usually get from the the Frontlines game mode, and the, what was the other game mode called? The Steel Hunter game mode. So right here you have, this is basically the end reward of chapter 1. This is going to be the Vasily Badaev, and you can always see the rewards that you get for, you know, completing tasks, which if you have a premium, if you have the premium pass or the non-premium pass, you can see what you'll get. You get credits, you get like booklets, and, you know, pretty much the same thing as previously. Now, chapter 2 is going to be a different commander. You're going to get the Chinese commander, Shanling, and you can see right here as well. This is going to be from stage 50 to stage 100, and there are also going to be 6 tokens available in here. So I don't really remember the rewards last season or the season previously, season 2. So I can't really give you guys a real opinion on if the rewards are better or worse. But what I can see in here are free garage slots that you get with the premium pass, which is maybe something that people do need, but I think most of us don't really need those free garage slots anymore. And I would have much rather seen more credits or maybe even some gold in there. So this is the last stage. This is the 3rd stage to reach level 150. And the last one, the last commander you get is George Barton. And all in all, you can get 18 tokens. So these 18 tokens, these are quite important because these tokens this time around, you can only receive by playing the Battle Pass. Each one of these stages will activate, I think, as soon as you pass the previous stage and you get to, you know, you get through the very first stage. So, if you want to have the improved pass, there are 3 options now. They have split these stages up. So, one stage is going to cost you 500 gold. I think the original price for a stage or for an entire season pass used to be 6,500 gold, and they actually upped it by 1,000 gold. So if you buy all of these passes together, it's going to cost you 7,500 gold, so that's 1,000 gold more. And you also have the opportunity to buy all of the passes at once, so you unlock them all at once. But this is going to cost you real life money, so you have the opportunity to buy them for 42.61 Swiss francs, which is about, let's say, about 46 US dollars. You're going to be able to get all of the 3 passes activated, and then at the same time you're going to get daily gold. So you're going to get 30 days of 250 gold. It's not going to be that worth it, to be fair. 250 gold for 30 days, if we just calculate that real fast, I mean, it's going to be 7,500. That's about the same you pay for the Battle Pass. So in the end, you didn't really pay anything for the Battle Pass. You did get the gold, and you have the Battle Pass unlocked, but still, it's going to be 45 bucks. I would not go for that. I would not go for any of these bundles. I would just, you know, sell or use the gold that you have available in your inventory and buy the passes separately, I think, because there is no other way that it's going to be either cheaper or not. I don't really have the gold price in my head at the moment, but since Christmas, I think a lot of people probably still have a lot of gold lying around. So, you know, this time around, this Battle Pass is probably going to be quite interesting because of the rewards that you can get. So let's go for let's take a quick look at the items that you can go for with the tokens. So you still have the opportunity to get the AE Phase 1, the Char Futur, and the Object 777. Both of these will cost you 9 tokens to unlock. And then there are 2 new premium or 2 new reward or special reward tanks. The K91 PT, which is a Soviet Tier 9 tank destroyer, probably on the same wavelength of the Object 274. I'm not entirely sure what it was called again. The big tank destroyer at Tier 9, which has quite a lot of armor. I think this is going to be going into the same category since it does have 216 millimeters of armor. This one is going to cost you 12 tokens. And then you have the other option to get the Kunze Panzer. which is a German tier 9 medium tank with quite an interesting amount of features. It actually has the hydropneumatic suspension, the mechanic, which also the STRV has, the Swedish medium tank at tier 10 as well, and I think at tier 9. You can also have this vehicle. It will cost you 18 tokens, and it's quite unique. It's very fast if you're in the non-siege mode, 65 kilometers per hour, and it is very accurate and quite competitive if it is in the siege mode, with 15 degrees of gun depression being the top sniping vehicle, or the best vehicle with the most amount of gun depression. So quite interesting tank. Not sure. I'm probably going to be purchasing the Battle Pass as I have planned on playing World of Tanks for a bit longer. So yeah, I'm going to be quite interested in seeing how this is going to turn out. I'm probably going to try to unlock all of the tokens, or to get all of the tokens, and that's going to be 150 levels that we have to do, or at least 145 to be able to get the Kunze-Panzer. So that's a lot of levels you have to go through. That's something you have to keep in mind if you want to get the top vehicle at the end of the season, which is going to be the 25th of June. You'll have to spend a lot of time in this game, but that's about 3 months. Yeah, that's a lot of playing World of Tanks to be able to unlock that. So this is probably something that is going to be worth it for a lot of players that maybe play a lot of World of Tanks, just, even on the regular. So you're just playing the game, you're going to get the tokens, and in the end, you're just going to be able to unlock tanks for free, or not for free, you've paid a certain price, but you're going to be able to still profit quite a bit from all of the things you get, especially the credits and all of the directives and all of the skill books, especially considering the crew 2.0 changes coming in the near future. You're probably going to need all of the booklets that you can get. And I think for players that don't play a lot of World of Tanks, I don't think that they need to buy the premium pass. But if they do buy the premium pass and they don't have the Sharpfoot 204 or the Object 777, maybe they will be able to get 9 tokens. 9 tokens, that would be about the first season and the second season. You'd have to get like 6 tokens in the first season, which probably is going to be more likely, and then you get like 3 tokens in the second season, which would be like level 70 in the Battle Pass. And I think that is still doable until June 15th. That's exactly 3 months from now. So what is my verdict on the Battle Pass so far? I think this Battle Pass system is it's okay. I think it's actually quite nice if you play this game on the regular. I'm just not sure this time around. I think you are kind of forced to buy the Battle Pass, because if you want to have these vehicles, you have to have the premium Battle Pass. If you don't have the premium Battle Pass, you are not going to be able to unlock the Kunze-Panzer or maybe either one of those reward vehicles, which previously was not the case, because previously you just kind of played the right here Steel Hunter game mode or Frontlines, and if you just played Frontlines and Steel Hunter, you were able to actually get the reward vehicles. You just had to play this mode. This time around, what is a bit of a scummy move, to be fair, if you think about it, they hid it behind a Battle Pass, which kind of means you have to spend money to be able to get like this special kind of vehicle. Because if we take a look, and let's say you want to only get the free tokens, you get 1 free token, you get 2 free tokens, you get 3 free tokens in the first Battle Pass, then you probably get the same in the second season. I only saw 1, 2, so you get also the same amount. So in the end, you get 9 free tokens, and with those 9 free tokens, you're going to be able to get the Sharpfoot, and you're going to be able to get the Object 77, but you will not be able to get the K91 or the Kunze-Panzer, because it's just not possible with 9 tokens. You need to double them out for the Kunze-Panzer. So basically, it's kind of you have to pay to be able to get access to it. You guys understand what I mean? it's kind of, I'm not sure if it's a very fair system, but that's how wargaming roll, and people will probably go for the premium pass either way, and they're just going to say, well, you're still going to be able to buy these vehicles, but if you want to have the other vehicles, you have to buy the pass. And I mean, you get things for free, which is all nice, but still, Steel Hunter and Frontlines don't really have a place anymore because there's just no progress. I don't really think that you receive anything from these modes anymore. What are the rewards? Because I can't really see it. So you're going to get Battle Pass points. So you're going to get Battle Pass points when you're playing Steel Hunter, but you will no longer receive bonds or anything of that sort. And I think that's a bit of a shame if we think about it. Right here you can see being among the top 10 players, playing solo, cause 8,000 damage, destroy 4 vehicles. That is 20 Battle Pass points. That's quite a lot because one Battle Pass point is actually going to be 50 points to unlock the stage. So you're going to be either playing a lot of, normal non-ranked games, or you're going to be playing a lot of Steel Hunter. But in the end, I think, yeah, Battle Pass is okay. I'm not the biggest fan that they have taken away the opportunity for people to get these vehicles for free, like the Kunze-Panzer as well. But that's just the way that Wargaming want to go into, the direction they are heading into. And I think we're going to leave it at that. I think the Battle Pass, it looks okay, it looks nice. If you do play World of Tanks a lot like me, Battle Pass is probably worth it. But if you do not play a lot of World of Tanks, well, just stick to the free Battle Pass. In the end, you're still going to be able to get the Object 77 or the what was it called? Char Futur 4. Either way, those will be enough. But if you're thinking about getting the Kunze-Panzer, remember you need to have the Battle Pass. You need to have all the stages of the Battle Pass to be able to receive that vehicle. 3 months is not a lot of time, to be fair, for a Battle Pass. It's doable if you play quite often, but yeah, it's still a lot of time. There are also a lot of other events, a lot of other things, real life, obligations, so keep that in mind. Hope you guys did enjoy as always. I see you guys on the next one. Until then, peace out. I'm going to be playing some tanks now, and I'm going to be enjoying some World of Tanks after being gone for 3 weeks.